I sound clear? Because you sound good.
Guy, you sound very smooth.
No,
You sound
sounding
like a
good, my
smooth.
guy.
You
Sound
sound like a
good.
smooth criminal.
Sound like you got some money from the government. Good. You know what I mean?
Definitely not, bro. That stimulus check completely missed everything connected to me, bro.
we
Missed
can
me
talk.
completely.
We can talk about why.
No, we don't need to, but it's
No, we
cool.
can talk about why. We'll wait till the show starts.
Welcome everyone to episode 56 of No Wahala the podcast. This is your boy Tunde, and I'm joined by my awesome co-host, Super Lord BAWO.
Yeah.
We got to do the pew pew
Yeah.
pews. We got to do the pew
No,
pew
no,
pews
yeah, the
manually.
pew pew pews. Did you know if you type pew 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 on iMessage, you know what happens?
Yes, actually, I saw that tweet. Was it last night, the night before, where it says it basically explodes your phone with the light
Well,
show?
God, yeah, it doesn't explode the phone. Don't scare the people now,
No,
guys. If
no,
you have a high phone, type pew pew pew, or is it 2 pews or 3 pews, whatever it is.
someone's daughter was definitely trying to scare my life and didn't tell
Send
me
that,
what it did. Yeah, and just told me, "Hey, type in pew pew," and I was like,
and you too. You said okay. Look at you.
I didn't
This is
respond.
how Adam and Eve happened.
I just did it, and then I basically just like decided that
You were gonna continue your day.
I was like, let me go back to looking at this deck.
That's what you call people's children.
Yeah, you know.
Wow.
You're so ridiculous.
Are you Yu-Gi-Oh?
Wow, you just called me random anime characters.
Yeah, because you're talking about decks like you are Yu-Gi-Oh. It's well.
So,
Now Exodia. God is
well
good.
done, well done, well
God
done.
is good.
The Shakiri jokes are flying early.
Wow. I said I want to go about word. So what's going on, man? How's your week 4, 5, 7?
Dog, I'm a month in, dog. This is
Week 4 then.
Yeah, this is week 4 for me, dog.
Got you.
You know, one day at a time, controlling what you can, trying to see the light in the darkness, bruv.
Oh, wow. You're giving us buzz, though.
You know what I'm saying? Try not to go mad like the Tiger King.
Oh, sure. Look at that. Modern references.
I watched.
Yoruba man.
Did you see the latest episode that dropped from the Tiger King series?
No, I heard it dropped. I was supposed to watch it tonight or tomorrow. I had to go grocery shopping today, so I was out and about.
Word. How's everyone on your side, fam?
Everybody's kosher. Everyone is well. Everyone's healthy. I'm obviously home and free, so I'm doing the grocery shopping.
Big Lex?
Big Lex is good. Working from home. She was managing 3 conference calls today.
Ooh.
Doing her thing. You know, I mean, on the 1s and 3s. So
shout out to women holding it down.
Leading in their field. So we're proud of them.
We love women leaders.
So, but I had to hop in I think 6 different grocery spots just to get everything I need, because it's either long lines or empty shelves. So you gotta mix and match.
So because I be Amazon Fresh in it. But
yeah, I don't.
How do you be social? How do you maintain your social distance when you be?
Well, the good thing now is I was in Stop and Shop today. They have lines in each aisle. One aisle would just be 2, and one aisle would be fro, north south.
Mm-hmm.
To try to limit. I'm not gonna say people are 100% listening, but people are well aware. I'm usually one that's uncomfortable when someone's in my space.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like now everybody's you get too close to somebody, they're what's what's the meaning of this?
Stay away.
Why are you trying to kill me? You know what I mean? You don't even have to attack somebody to endanger them. Now you just got to be in their space.
You know what I thought about it? I thought if all of this was, if we were living presently in Nigeria right now, we wouldn't have the issue of having to go into the store, because we would just send our kids to do it.
Right. But the thing is, they could catch something and bring it back, and I do not trust a child.
Facts.
To make those decisions.
Facts.
Even though as Nigerians we'll probably send the young sibling go and come back.
That's how you have to send somebody that's not your kid.
Wow, you are sacrificing. Are you hearing this, man? This is what you're doing with people's children. But Stop and Shop was crazy. So I had to go to the Asian supermarket, because I know the Asian supermarkets don't be too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And they have all the vegetables. I want
vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
I want
So went in there, picked some stuff up. Then I went to the halal spot. to get
Ooh,
the goat. I needed
you want to go see DJ Khaled? Okay.
right, brother.
I know for
Yeah,
everybody, everybody else I give you for $5. I give it to you for
yeah,
4.99.
no,
I give it to you $4.99. I
spot
make you. I let you say 5 cents for 4.95. Give me 4.95. You take.
fam,
You keep one
you
nickel. Everybody good. Everybody fine.
you're gassing it, but it's literally they weighed the goat meat they gave to me, and it was like 33 or 30. It was like almost $34, but it was
Mm-hmm.
33 and some cents. Chopped it up, doom, and then the receipt because I from the meat section to like the register.
Hey yo.
They yes yes. After cutting it up, guess what? They just literally wrote the 33, the number 33.00 on a piece of paper.
Shout outs to our
And
halal brothers and sisters for holding it
yeah,
down. You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's why
wallahi, God
when the
will
revolution
protect
goes
them.
down, we know the Akis that held us down. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know,
Facts. If you know,
All our Yemeni brothers and sisters, all our our Middle Eastern brothers and sisters that hold down the bodegas. You know what I'm saying?
now we appreciate y'all. So it was like hopping spot to spot, gloved up, masked up,
Hey, gloved up,
You feel me? You feel me?
practicing
Paying with
safe chops.
Apple Pay, limited contact. I had to go
Ooh.
to the bank today. The line, because obviously, there's some people who have to walk into a branch. The line to walk into the branch was insane, but there's the ATM right outside the bank. And right before I got on, some random guy with Lysol wipe. I don't know if he works for them, but he had a big bag of Lysol wipe. He wiped the ATM, and my suspect behind was like, "Is he trying to take my?" But he was just wiping the ATM. I was like, "Bro, don't be." First off, I was about to turn up because I'm like, "Sir, I am next."
Don't give me secondhand corona because I want
Fam,
to do good
fam, do
Samaritan.
not. If these are not the times to skip somebody, because I will turn up here. You know,
I don't blame you. You're brave for going out to the banks and doing all that
right?
while all this is going on. Because personally, that's been one of my fears, like going to a ATM and somebody just breathing too close to me, and I have to
No,
like
I feel you. I
not have
feel
to
you.
fight you and potentially go to jail, and I don't want to do that.
Right.
So I've been doing my best to do all the
Limit contact. No, I hear
yeah,
you. I have my
all the cash
emergency.
apps, the Venmos that I
I have my
can.
emergency cash, but this was like a big transaction, so I had to. But I have emergency cash. Like if they said there's no more cash, like I have my emergency cash to last me
Mm,
a few moons.
mm.
But it was real. It was real today. Like the anxiety still kicks in a little bit, but everybody is taped. Everything is taped up. Like it's like stand here, and then there's 6 feet another tape, so you stand there. So the lines for the register, like nobody's next to each other. And because no offense to like the customers that go to the Asian supermarkets, like they don't be respecting personal space
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. But there's a table like telling people where to be. So that was cool. Oh, there was a little drama.
What happened at the
So
bank?
at the supermarket,
Oh,
the Asian supermarket, I don't know if you know of a spot called H Mart.
oh yes, I
That's it.
do.
Yeah. So H Mart, every other supermarket has somebody working the door, but H Mart just put a tape on the window and say when somebody comes out, next person could go in.
Oh wow,
Very simple, like in out in out. So
that's actually very smart.
it's just no. That's how it is everywhere now because they limit the amount, but they don't have somebody working the door. Everybody,
Oh, got it.
everywhere else I've been has someone working. They see somebody walk out, then they open the door and you walk in. Simple. But
Mm,
each one just has the paper and everyone should do as they please.
mm.
So we're all there waiting. I'm like 5 people behind. So nobody walks out. This one gentleman and his daughter walks in.
Ooh.
Like a black dude, skips everybody. And this guy who's next in scrubs, sir, there's a line you have to do this. The black guy says, I'm the owner. So
Was he
I'm
really
five,
the owner though?
sir, sir.
I mean,
It doesn't even matter if you're the owner. He was
yeah,
there because he was trying to walk in, and his daughter was like, "Dad, Dad," because they're yelling at him,
yeah.
and he goes, "I'm the owner, sir. You're not the owner that you want to see." Da da da, like island dude with his accent. So it was just like, I'm 5 behind, so my anger is not there because I'm not next anyway. Yeah, I figure it out.
You're like, please
But
don't mess up my chance of me. I just want to go in there
yeah,
and get my small old
I
bay
just
seasoning
need
and my
some bok
shiitake
choy.
mushrooms.
I need fam. I bought
Small soy sauce.
2 packs of shiitake mushrooms for the ramen I'm about to make next.
You see.
And I got some stir fry vegetables.
Mm.
So I just need to be in and out.
Ordinary Kiko man, you can't get it.
Small Kiko man, Kiko.
Kiko man.
Couldn't even pick that up.
Kiko man.
Your girlfriend soy sauce.
Wow. DJ soy sauce again.
Hey.
You.
Nah, but it's real. Like there's tension here and there. The Wendy's drive-through, it's like looped around.
Oh, you're wild. You've been checking out fast food in this.
No. Sir.
You forgot what kicked off this pandemic.
I drove past the Wendy's.
And
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that country.
No. I'm not even talking about the country. You know what I think really kicked all this shit off?
What?
Remember when the Popeyes chicken sandwich became like a thing?
Oh man!
I think that honestly,
You think the second batch of Popeyes?
Till tomorrow, I don't know what that sandwich tastes like. I never tried it, but everyone I know, everyone I know that's tried that sandwich, every single one, bro, single one.
We litty over here, Pip.
You know what I'm saying?
We litty over here. I don't know if the chicken they gave me was different, but we litty over here.
But where'd that chicken come from?
I don't. So you're saying the chicken was storing in their body and then suddenly, or are you saying the 5G tower hits the chicken in their body and then the chicken in their body?
Dog.
Bring it home. Bring the 5G home. Bring it together.
I am not a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe in any of the 5G madness. I know you are, which is why I'm not indulging you in this.
I am. I don't believe in 5G, but I love a good conspiracy theory.
I don't believe in the 5G stuff because as someone that's in the tech, we're both in the tech space. We both understand. We both understand science and know that it's deeper than like if 2G, 3G, 4G didn't kill us. Like radiation is definitely a thing, yes, and 5G is definitely falls in line with all that stuff. But people just need to be educated about how those technologies work before they run.
5G is in how many countries? About 5, 6.
Yeah, and people aren't walking out with
COVID-19 out here doing billboard numbers in all these countries.
Please. It's wild. Platinum.
Let's relax.
COVID went platinum in 3 months, dog. No features.
Bro,
COVID-19 is like the J. Cole of viruses.
By itself, it's a different strain. Stop touching niggas with your hands. We need our drops back.
More viruses to think of.
Fam.
No.
You about to make more
You peeped.
That's good.
But what I was saying is, I don't believe in the 5G thing.
COVID has no role models. It's just straight up the
You remind me of my first sandwich.
Oh wait, how about COVID let SARS down?
Oh wow, that was good. That was
Talk
good.
to me, my brother.
That was good.
I need my plaque tomorrow.
That was really good, actually. We should hit up Dreamville to make sure you get your credits. No, I don't believe in the 5G thing. What I do believe is most of these illnesses and viruses and stuff definitely are connected to people's diets. Like all the people that I've been peeping online that have been succumbing to the illness, the ones that have been like passing from it, not to get morbid, but the ones that have been passing, there seems to be a correlation between diet or pre-existing health conditions and so forth. Right?
Definitely. There's a thing with everyone's been saying immune system. So that's definitely a thing. I think we can all agree on that. And I honestly hope, to be real with you, because we know the black diet, and I hope COVID, Corona, whatever you want to call it, like has people giving up some of their grandma's recipes. Like let some of these recipes go with the extra butter and the sugar.
It's all the sodium.
The oil.
It's the sodium. It's the pH. It's the pH levels of the things they're eating. It's the it's a lot of stuff, man. But basically, it comes down to poor diet, poor maintenance of health, and like not working out, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or just all these different things that go into a diet and living a healthy lifestyle. So my encouragement to everyone that is listening is to, if you are already experiencing like wild health, pre-existing health conditions, and you don't have this thing, I would take this time if you can to like look into cleaner eating habits. If you're getting groceries, make sure you're eating more organic foods if you can't afford them. If you did get a stimulus check, definitely don't use it to splurge on fast food. Just look into more cleaner eating habits, man. Like so when all this is over and we're finally adjusting to whatever is after this, because people keep saying, "Oh, like I can't wait till things get back to normal." There is no normal after this.
No,
But
no. Well, whatever it is,
yeah,
let it just
whatever
be
life is
better.
after this,
Yeah,
correct?
whatever is left, like I just hope it's better. I think a lot of people have to face themselves in the mirror because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people's diet are horrible, and
Dog,
I'm talking to my people to stop smoking hookah, like indoors.
dog.
Like you have something that's affecting your lungs, and this people still like pumping smoke into their lungs, and it's just like, bro,
We
please.
both know homies that are complaining that they can't go to Washington Heights and have their hookah parties, and I'm like,
I've been begging everyone to please just eat edibles. Stop smoking. Just eat your edibles
same.
now.
Somebody
Please.
actually tried to pitch, hey, we should quarantine. We should do the joint quarantine thing together. We could smoke. I'm like, no,
I'm
no,
not
you're
like
nuts. Mm-mm.
we all grew up in Yoruba culture, so we're big fans of Shalaye and living your best life and turning up. Like trust we are, but
Mm-hmm.
certain decisions have to be made. Like I honestly hope like we get to like give up some recipes because it's hitting the African American community insane. It's
Not even just giving up recipes, but tweaking them. Like, for example, like
yeah, no, change some things in them things. Like please.
we are definitely children of the bodega. Like we love the bodega, and a bacon, egg, and cheese. Like that's something we're very familiar with. But like even small things like that, I had to learn a few years ago how to replace certain things in my diet so I could feel better every day. Like I used to eat bacon, egg, and cheese every day before I went to work years
Mm.
ago, and then I just switched up things. Like I switched the bacon for turkey bacon, and then I started to notice, like almost immediately after I made just that switch, my day started shifting to me being in a positive mood, like longer in the morning. And I didn't realize how it was positively affecting my day until over time I started to realize, okay, I have a lot less fatigue in the morning. I'm less irritable. Like I just started to feel my body feel better when I started to change certain things in my diet. Like I stopped drinking dairy milk around the same time, switched it for almond milk, and sometimes oat milk. Just like little things like that. That shit works, bro. And I've been trying to convert people little by little, and not everybody will listen because they're convinced that their way is just
Mm-hmm.
the way they'll do it. But you know,
Listen, we're not experts, but you will learn.
mm.
You will. What is it? You will learn. You will listen when you.
What is probably the most unhealthy African food that everyone eats?
I think anything starchy is bad. But
Unless you're going on a long journey, you need that energy.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Most of our diets, like that, most of the things we eat, like the people that we're eating, were like people who would go to the farm, put in work,
Correct.
put in work, like.
Their lifestyles were completely
Yeah, the
different
yam
hundreds of
in the
years ago.
money, yam in the morning for breakfast. Like people that were doing that were putting in heavy work in the
Mm-hmm.
farm, or were hunting when the bush meats that people like to eat. There are people catching this fast as animals. It's not just some like people were putting in a lot of work. It
Yeah,
was
and fishing and using all that energy to focus on fishing. I
exactly.
also think I agree with you,
Some
and I
people are just
also think
walking to Ubers, entering work,
if
walking
the
to taking
uh,
escalator to the other Uber,
I would say
and then
Okada,
coming
but
home.
that band is still too fresh.
No, no. Oh, it's definitely fresh. Please relax.
Can you imagine those that had to deal with the Okada ban? Now they can't be outside at all. Like forget the fact that they couldn't ride Okadas anymore. Now they have to just be indoors. Like
No, it's insane. I every day I think about people who like make money from just outdoors, like not even a specific business, but just, little things here and there, just interaction, just people being out, whether selling water in the street or gala, or, all these little things that just doesn't happen unless
mm,
people are outdoors. And it's sad. that governments all over the world. Kudos to whichever, I know Ghana. I said Ghana. Wow, but Ghana's doing great. Ghana's doing
Ghana's
great because Ghana is
Ghana's doing
helping out.
amazing. Let's give
Yeah,
it up for Ghana.
Canada's I know planning on giving people money monthly. So shout out to those countries, Ghana
Yeah, but I
included.
am hearing that the Canadian government is being really, really slow with delivering those
What
stimulus
was
checks.
promised?
I know
Yeah,
a lot of people got their
the
care
American
packages
stimulus.
this week.
Did you get yours, sir?
I didn't get anything.
Why is that?
uh,
Could you share with the listeners why you didn't
so
get it?
I've received conflicting qualification.
Oh, you spoke to your guy
Uh,
in the IRS?
yeah, definitely spoke to them.
Okay.
I didn't even get my New York tax return back yet.
Oh,
I
too much
filed.
money to count.
Yo,
Carry on.
you're being ridiculous. But
Okay.
I filed back in like Feb.
Hmm.
So I mean, I'm hearing everybody's shit is delayed.
Wait, in
So
February you weren't even in the country. Was this like? Did you email it
no. I filed before
to
I
your
left.
personal? Oh, okay.
I filed before I left.
Because
But
big
yeah,
boy
I got
things.
the confirmation that it was accepted while I was overseas. So I was like, okay, cool. By the time I get back, boom, 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 and then they started shutting everything down. And then I called the department that deals with taxation and all that stuff. And they were like, yeah, we've received everything and it's being processed and, we're going to get to it. And like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I will just wait. And then I started seeing, like, as early as yesterday, that people on the timer were like, oh, that check finally hit. That check finally hit. And I was like, must be nice. We'll see, though, Sha. Do you know
Some
people,
of us,
people that got it?
myself included.
You got it?
Yeah, I was up watching Breaking Bad at 2 a.m.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, catching up on episodes of Breaking Bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I was talking to someone's daughter at
Hey,
2
shout out to
a.m.
someone's daughter.
You know what I mean?
Shout
And
outs
then
to her.
as I don't get that Let's came on the radio out of nowhere. I was
Wonderful.
like, wow, it came through. So I opened my savings account that appreciates, um, and I just requested money
O'Shea High Yield.
straight into. I didn't even open my regular banking account, because it's not money that has anything to do with anything. So I just jejely transferred it.
A small jejely like that.
The more money in that account, the better. So jejely, I requested it, and then I was like, oh, check, and boom, someone's daughter was like, wow, I had hers too. So I hit up Alexis, because Alexis' first year working was last year. She already filed the taxes. She got hers too.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot, and then I hop on Twitter, and it's a whole bunch of people calling other people broke. So I knew everybody got their money.
That's amazing. Well, good for everyone on your side. I know a bunch of people in New York, in LA, in Florida, in Georgia that definitely confirmed they got something. A lot of people I know didn't get as much as they thought they were going to get because they were in
Mm-hmm.
different tax brackets and whatnot. Some have kids; they were able to get some more. Again, I don't understand the full breakdown as to who would qualify for what and so forth. But to everybody that did get a nice stimulus check, I'm happy for you guys. I hope that hope that y'all can stretch that out. I also heard that they may be instituting some other financial assistance programs for people to be able to keep up with their living expenses for the next few months. I don't know if that's passed in Congress yet.
I
I
need
per-
all
I
the
I
all
personally
the
don't.
aids.
I personally don't believe it's going to pass because
No,
um,
it's not. It's not. Well, I didn't
I
think
don't
this
think
would pass either, but I'm very sure that wouldn't pass. But I didn't think this would pass either. So I'm
well,
shocked.
I think it would require Democrats and Republicans to be on the same page, and they're trying to make it a partisan issue. So I highly doubt that.
No, I'll be
Yeah,
stunned. I'll be stunned. Maybe they'll agree on a lower amount somewhere, but the
or
two
the
thousand a month thing, I'd be so stunned. Well, we'll see if people spent their money and got it back into the economy. Maybe they'll be there on some see what happens if we give people money thing. Because I've seen some numbers and they said at least 10% of what was received has gone towards like food related purchases.
they can track that already.
Yeah, man.
Good for them.
Yeah, so and that was like midday today, So I could only imagine where we are now. But I would imagine though, like, people are struggling. So it's either you're trying to put food on the table or keep the lights on,
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you're not working or if you're not getting paid as you used to.
yeah, I've been
Yeah.
trying to help out some you know homies and stuff that I know that are going through right now. So I know that they are feeling it, and
Hmm.
my prayers are definitely up for everyone that's really going through it right
No,
now because
definitely, definitely.
I it's a lot. But what have you been doing to kind of keep your spirits up? Like, what are some things you've been doing to
Well, me
things you've been
personally.
watching, things you've been consuming,
Well,
books?
I've been resting, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people have been like trying to go get it. But that's us. Like, how our 24 hours are. That's us on a regular. It's never really, we never really get to rest because there's just so much happening that we have to like be around, keep up with, or know what's going on. So this is one of the few times where the world stops.
Mm.
I quote Beyonce, and world stop. But as a Day Hive member, I can't play with that.
Blue Ivy's gonna
Uh,
fuck you up, bro.
no, Blue Ivy is the chosen one. We respect our leader, Ivy Blue. But no. Now I've just I think about 2 3 days ago I told you I'm trying to learn how to video edit, and
Yes.
that thing is a big boy mess. Like I don't know what up, down, left, right is. I'm like trying to figure this shit out. It's so impressive what these people do, and
What are you
I'm
learning on
very.
Final Cut, Premiere?
I've started with high movie,
Oh, okay,
high movie.
I
You know,
respect it. I respect it.
So but I was able to get some lessons from the homie Tsunami. Shout out to Tsunami. So she was letting me
Slinami.
know about isolating sound from the video, doubling up on the video, the
Mm,
effect of video on top of video, all that good shit. So
awesome.
she was teaching me some things, but I need to watch more YouTube videos. I'm going back to my French classes as well, French
Hey,
lessons. So because I don't like French people, you know that. So, but I want to learn the French language just because of it, how widely it is used in certain parts of West Africa.
I want all our listeners to know that while I do dislike the French establishment, I do love uh, our listeners of French descent. I'm a very big fan of the children of the French slash African diaspora.
Oh.
I date for you people. BAWO may not,
No,
but
no,
it's
no. I
cool.
was gonna, and I want to make things clear. I
That's
want to
so
make things
BAWO.
clear. I want to make things clear. Like he said, so the list, like we fuck with the francophoners heavy.
I
You
want
know,
comment la vous.
the French Africans in France as well. We rock with you. You know what I mean?
Damn,
But the
BAWO said he
French
fucks with the wee
people,
wees. Pause.
the French people, it's, yeah.
I want only vaccination.
I'm just not a fan.
I want
I'm
only
not a fan.
vaccination.
I'm not a fan of your work. So
Yeah,
I'm not going to be out here. No, I'm just not a fan of your work. And obviously, the people in France aren't the decision makers. So cool. But I'm just not a fan of your work as a collective.
did there was there any update
I
on
have
what
some
we talked about?
croissant in the fridge, though.
Not croissants.
I on top of my fridge right now. I bought some today.
Yeah, croissants are fire.
I love a croissant.
Croissants are
Whenever I
fire.
do go to the deli and make sandwiches, my guy knows it goes on a croissant.
Yo, their
I
food stuff are so good. But then I think
don't,
about it and I'm like, what a surprise! Their food is
No, it's
good.
just yeah. It's just croissant. Nothing else. Nothing
They,
else French.
how do we know they didn't take that from the motherland? They just didn't
Let's
tell
talk
us.
about it. Let's talk about it. You know what
No,
I mean,
they take everything else and don't tell us.
bro?
Wow, croissant
And
to
they're still
African now?
taking.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we need a croissant. You know what? No more French accent on a croissant.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, nah, we taking croissants back.
I want croissant. We're just giving it a new name now.
Right.
I want croissant.
Wow, you making it
Croissant.
Nigerian. You never gonna give it to any francophone.
I
You
want
gotta
croissant.
get a Senegalese or Guinean accent in there.
Croissant. They would
Croissant.
call
Yeah,
the croissants.
croissants.
Uh,
I'm
uh,
down with that.
what else? What else? Even
Well,
think about it. What other ethnicity do we know that's mainstream that eats snail the way Nigerians do?
I think just
I want
Nigerians are,
escargots.
yeah, the Nigerians are Liberians are people I know that eat a lot of snail.
Sure.
because one of my Liberians auntie is the plug for the snails,
Yeah,
so
you
I
know,
can't even say
a
his
lot of
word.
Liberians have, Yoruba, Igbo descent.
Now that's between you and them. Oh.
No, I want repatriation slaves and stuff. You know that now. I
No,
want,
no, no. Yeah, yeah, definitely. We know the history of that,
but
but
the
I
only
don't
other
know.
place that we see that people eat snails are in France. So I wonder where they got that idea from.
And what? Yeah, like, bro, we not. I'm sorry to the French people that might take. Well, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
just
be.
tired. I'm tired of what you guys are doing. Until further notice.
Stockholm syndrome. You're just apologizing to the oppressor like that.
Yeah, never
I'm
again.
I'm sorry for you
And then
people oppressing
I'm ready to
us.
talk about another country when you are ready too, because you already know. Because I'm first, because this French convo started from the last episode.
This is a fact. Let's dive into that once we go through a word from our amazing sponsors. We are back. So now, Bawo, definitely continue kicking off what you were talking about before we went on our quick break.
We're going on tour. We're going on tour with people blowing ours right now. The next would be the Chinese folk.
Hey,
Like,
I want
again, you got, if
Guangzhou.
you listen to this enough, from the bonjour to the ni hao, ma, like, bruv, how, bruv?
I want only ni how.
And they're just moving anyhow.
I want how.
They're moving anyhow, ma.
They are.
They're moving anyhow,
They're
like, for
moving
real.
anyhow, but they're not even moving henny. How?
Wow.
How? Well, doesn't that sound like a Cameron bar?
No, that was straight Harlem.
They moving anyhow, but hear me now. They ain't even moving henny now.
Ma.
Ow.
Oh.
See?
I saw the fur. I saw the fur.
Dog, I'm wearing pink right now. You don't even know what's going on.
I don't. I won't lie to you.
I have a fur encrusted headband right now. I got what's called ski goggles that I have
Mm.
what I'm saying, above my eyebrows. I don't even know why I got them on.
God, we both don't know because it's nice out.
It is. It
It's
is.
not that season right now. I know
I'm
that,
on the rooftop feeling like
and
stoop kid.
that's another conspiracy theory I'm on. The weather machine. I feel like they're doing something with the weather machine, but that's for another day.
Mm.
I want to talk about China and how it's treating Africans
Not
in
black,
China.
not Black China, who's selling her,
I don't. You know what's crazy?
selling her follows and selling her FaceTime with her
I
fans.
I found out that she did surgery at some point for her face.
You mean at some point? What do you mean? Like she's what?
I don't know. That's the thing, right? I don't know
Wow,
much about the babe at all. Like at
wow.
all, at all.
You saying that? Imagine that's like saying, oh yeah, I heard that auntie only bleached like one day. That's crazy. She bleached like
No,
one day,
because
and
I don't know what the
knuckles and her
before is.
face, are the same complexion, but she only bleached one time. It's crazy.
That's one day.
Yeah,
That
one
bleach
day.
is different. And with the way bleach is missing in shelves, bleach was another thing I couldn't find in the shelf. But
What a surprise! All these babes around the world are using this
wow.
quarantine time to upgrade their bodies.
Wow.
I've
At
seen
the way
no.
man
Look.
them and girl them are doing it. 'Cause
I
let's be fair.
I'm all about women, doing what they want with their bodies because I'm a man. Who says men control women's bodies? We don't, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I peep game. There's a lot of joints that I've been acquainted with. We've been acquainted with. We know from the streets that have been really, really quiet, and they've definitely alluded in conversation in the past that they wanted to get certain things done. If they could, they would, but they don't have any, time off, or things are expensive and they wouldn't be able to do it without having to stop their other life. Now they have all the excuse in the world. They're literally out of the public eye. A lot of these women are going to come out of this quarantine looking like completely different people. And I'm saying it now so that when we're at Last Lap or, SOBs or Webster Hall or the streets in general, and we're like, I think I know you from somewhere. And it's like, oh yeah, you follow me. And it's like, wait. You're that person? You didn't look like that in February. I'm confused. This is now June and I'm confused. When that happens, when all of that conversation is happening in your brain, remember the fact that BAWO and I told you that this could potentially happen, and it's going to surprise a lot of people.
I can't even follow up on that. That was just placed on the table very well.
Bruh, there's a lot of women I know that are going to use these tax refunds and these stimulus checks.
No, but I'm okay with that. Just put it back in the economy because some of
Hey,
us are saving. Some of us are saving whatever we get from the government because we don't get shit from the government often. So I need people to spend their money so we can get more money.
but that's the thing. They're not. A lot of them aren't using it. A lot of them aren't using it in our economy. A
No,
lot.
they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to
No, a
because
lot of
where
them
they're
are out of the.
traveling.
A lot of them made their way out
Are
of the
they
country.
traveling? You think people are traveling?
Absolutely, bruh.
I'd be stunned
Absolutely.
if you're traveling and getting surgery done in these here times. Then bless your heart,
I
bro.
know
Like,
people that have been leaving the country.
no, I know people that are traveling, but I'm
Exactly.
just saying, like, to be under a knife now with other humans that could have shit.
If they would do
It's
it, if they
crazy.
would do it before and just didn't have the quote unquote time to do what they wanted to do or felt they need to do, what again? What better
This is a good
time?
time though to get
Yeah,
surgery and
that's
heal and
yeah.
just be like, I've been working out at home and eating good, and voila,
I'm
new
telling
body.
my brother. I'm telling you, we know a few. You
And
just
then
don't.
debut.
You don't know
No, no,
yet.
I don't know them. And then debut with on what's it called, Tory Lanez's story.
Hey,
I mean, live or whatever it
they
is.
trying to be on quarantine radio.
Fam, these are goals now. It seems,
No, they're gonna end up
but
on quarantine VCD.
oh gosh, okay. We're moving on. So back to China. Um, I'm not sure if people have seen it, but I feel like it might have like skedaddled down people's timeline and made its way there. But China is supposedly, because I feel like the sources we all are sharing similar sources,
Yeah,
but they're kicking people out their homes, African Americans or Africans out their home. I think just blacks as a whole. I'm guessing. Yeah.
it's just black people.
Yeah. Out their homes, out their hotels, and just trying to, I guess, put them in the streets in hopes of curbing the spread of corona.
It's our fault that all of that is happening
No, it is. It's worldwide. Worldwide, our fault everywhere.
because we've given a lot of foreigners, and I'm speaking as I'm an African when I'm saying this right now.
Okay.
I think that Africans have given a lot of foreigners country in their homeland in order to make certain decisions that leave them out of the final spoils, right? So you're letting the Chinese, for example, it's not all Chinese people that operate this way. Let me not generalize, but for those that have established businesses that are of Chinese origin in Africa, a lot of them have been exhibiting some xenophobia. And this is something that BAWO and I have gone to Nigeria and seen examples of this ourselves. So it's unfortunate that these things happen, but again, you have to go back to the source. Like, who has been enabling these business owners who think like this to be able to set up shop and instruct their own community to treat the natives in these places the way they've been treating them? And why has nothing been done until this corona everything pandemic became a thing? Because it's not a secret that Nigerians have been complaining about being mistreated when things were not under lockdown. But why did it take this lockdown for people to now start caring about being mistreated? And it could also be because, well, maybe Nigerians are just used to, being treated not the best by their own government. So what is a foreigner coming in, and it's not like it's the first time a potential colonizer has come in and uprooted the status quo and tried to and been able to get away with a lot of unspeakable things. Is that not how the British conquered Nigeria?
The whole no, yeah. I think obviously, I personally think blame should be on both parties. Obviously, we have definitely set precedents for people to come in and take what they need and give us the bare minimum. Obviously, leaders again, their money's to the side, with no paperwork or whatever it is. So I'm not shocked that they look down on Africans, because Africans also don't hold each other in the highest regard. So, but regardless, it's something to be called out because there are a lot of people there for business. You know, the Chinese are making so much money from the African traders that go there and, to whatever warehouse, get things done, ship it back home. And there are a lot of Africans making money in China and making money for China.
Mm.
So, but once there's, one thing off, then it's just the whole damn race in a country is being targeted. And it's just sad because obviously when the virus here, and I'm sure we've had the conversation, and we spoke with such great concern for the Asian community.
Because
In
yeah, especially because it's invited so much xenophobia and people and innocent people to be attacked, and
exactly.
nobody's advocating for innocent people of Chinese descent, no matter where they are in the world, to be attacked because they look a certain way, because they fit a certain profile. While all these
Hmm.
things are happening, like they're not mutually exclusive. Like
Yeah,
we're
that's
both friends with a lot of Chinese Americans, Chinese whatever
exactly. That's
that are
it's
great
just
people.
heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because we have to speak on things that concern home.
Mm.
And anyone that looks and sounds like us or deals with the shit we deal with is as family in the bigger picture. Because
Mm-hmm.
if it could happen to them, it could happen to us. Like we could have been stuck in Asia or in China or in some city and then dealing with it because we travel often. So it could have
Even though
happened.
statistically, when it comes to chocolate matters, they tend to stay silent and let us go through it alone.
No, yeah,
But
that's the thing because I don't think there's a black country in the world where you would say um don't this race goes there and they're going to be targeted or attacked because of their race,
mm-hmm.
like it just doesn't happen like that. Even with all that's happened with slavery, Caucasians move freely in Africa, all that's happening now with Asians developing quote unquote certain parts of Africa and treating certain workers a certain way. People don't attack them. You have Middle Easterns, um, people in Dubai with the way they treat blacks sometimes. Nothing happens when they come to these black countries. So it's shameful to be honest with you, and I think it should be called out by every and anybody that can call them out. Obviously, China is not a country you look to and say, okay, if enough people speak up, China is going to feel otherwise. But regardless, it should be spoken about, and our concerns and voices should be heard
I agree.
by the communities here and back there
I agree.
in China, because obviously people have family there.
True.
Word should spread because when something happens here, there's always reference back there to Chinese people, you know, who have families here speaking on certain things.
This is true.
So
But also, I
I
feel like the governments in Africa should be kind of ashamed because they've borrowed so much money from China, and so I mean, most governments around the world have borrowed money from China
I think they all have.
that they'll never be able
Yeah.
to pay back. So all it takes is for China to be like, "Look, pay us back, or we now own your country." So I think a lot of these African countries that are experiencing racism or prejudice, rather, by non-Africans in their territories, I think that the shame, I was about to say Ichichu, the shame of these people is that we owe these niggas money. So what can we really say when they in reality they own they own they own the land that they're in. It's wild. But anyways, I hope they figure it out, Chad, because I'm tired of hearing that this place is refusing service to black people, and that place
Hmm.
is on fire because
Kicking
people are.
people around.
Yeah, I'm cool on that. Um, Speaking of culture
Look at
groups,
transition. Look at transition. My goodness.
were the Chinese ever given reparations, or the Japanese were given reparations for how they were
I think
treated unjustly for being
I
sent
feel
to
I feel like I've read something about Japanese
internment
the
camps?
Japanese, yeah, getting something, but I don't wanna like say hell yes
Yeah, we're not
without
sure.
checking.
But don't with all these things going on and with the stimulus checks being sent out, don't you think that like everybody talks about reparations and stuff? Like if this system clearly could work, if they're able to give every American a stimulus check that qualifies under certain conditions, right? What is stopping them from executing a reparations plan for black people in America? And again, this is just a hypothetical question. This
No,
is not me.
it's. I think we know what's stopping them, don't we?
I think it's. I would.
I think it's just not giving a fuck, not giving a fuck, and not wanting the advancement of Black people, or African Americans in the country,
So
because you see what might like just think about the fact that if the country invests in the African American community, the country itself grows. You know, like you have people who are then able to open their businesses, buy homes, um, clear the bills. You know, just little things that would be because a lot of people want to do more in their community, want to do more in their countries. Like I feel like the African American community now talks a lot about advancing itself, talks about owning things, talks about um financial literacy, you know, all these things. Like, and people always talk about financial literacy, but it's one thing to be literate financially. It's another thing to have money to actually
liquid
invest.
assets. Yeah.
Yeah, to invest in your literacy.
Yes.
Because sometimes you might know what to do, but you just don't have like the money to do it. You might know not to use your credit card without having, you know, the cash for it. But if you need something that you have to use your credit card,
I agree.
you might know to, you know, invest X a certain percent and spend a certain percent. But if you have bills that are higher than what you're getting paid, you're not gonna, you know, you might know it's right, but you're just not gonna practice what you preach, so to
Facts.
say. So
Facts.
I think reparations would change the country for the better personally, because it's not like it's a group where you'd say, okay, they have direct contact to people outside the country where they would send money out the country. The money will go right into the community.
That's an interesting point you raised, especially because I feel like even all these the stimulus check, as it stands right now, I think that's a big social experiment that the government is definitely watching how people are taking the money that they've been disbursed, those who have received money, and they're going to track, like, they already know how much money you're making, how much debt you're in, all these things. They can access all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
data.
definitely.
So if they're giving you however
I
much money
think
they're
they
giving you,
know.
no, but what I'm saying is if they're giving you money, right? They're giving you money saying you don't have to pay it back. Here's money to keep yourself somewhat on your feet while we figure out the next step. I'm sure they're looking at the people that are taking these checks that are in loads of debt, credit card debt, student loan debt, like collections, whatever,
Hmm.
car note debt, whatever, mortgage, back payments, child support, etc. And they're taking the checks that they're getting and spending it on like material things, like things they don't need, instead of taking care of their actual expenses and bills. I can only imagine that the government is probably going to use those type of behaviors against them in the future somehow.
Well, even if they were to do the smart, I don't think they'd ever give the money. It's just one of those things where whoever does that is probably afraid of his base. You know, even when we had a president of African descent, um, I wouldn't. You know, I think whenever he did certain things to like support a certain group, he was attacked for it. You know, like when
Obama phone, Obamacare.
yeah, like even if it's something that as long as they think it helps the less fortunate, they just target it as black.
Well, I mean,
Even though we know that outside, you know, the East Coast, or if you go to the South or the Midwest, you have a lot of Caucasians, you know, taking advantage of Obamacare.
this is true.
You know, you have a lot of people in the Jewish community taking advantage of
It
Obamacare.
all comes down to financial literacy and greed. Like anybody's going to use the money however they feel they need to use their money,
Yeah,
whether it's
yeah.
responsibly or just because of material desires and vanity. Like it's really up to the conscience of the person that has access to the funds, right?
Yeah,
So,
I think it's the same in every race.
hmm
You know,
yep,
I think most of these people, black or white, live in similar communities.
yes,
So if one person in a group in a town feels the need to buy sneakers because they're black, I'm pretty sure there's a white person they hang with that's gonna buy sneakers too, because you know they just share similar interests. So I know they know where the money's gonna go because they've they track our spending, they know our habits, they know things like that. So just like we all had to fill out the census, they know what certain neighborhoods are doing,
True.
and they know what the average person is spending based off their literacy level. Like you could just be a high school graduate or college graduate, or just have better financial. Like some people, you don't have to graduate college to know how to deal, to use your money. So I
But you
think
do
all
need
this.
someone to teach you how to be financially literate. Like
Oh,
I
definitely,
will say, if my
definitely,
father wasn't involved in economics or anything money related growing up, I probably would be in a very, very different place
different
financially.
spot.
Like I just do. I would. Who would have taught me? Like university didn't teach me how to be financially
They
literate.
don't. That's what
High
I'm
school taught me how
saying.
to write checks, but not how to bounce a checkbook, and not how to, account for my spending. Like they didn't teach me
All
any of
right,
that.
Diddy.
No, no, I'm saying
You
like
you write checks. You don't write balls.
school
Okay.
teaches the most. School will, from my experience, so how growing up in the Connecticut school system, the most that I learned about finances in the public school system was how to increase my debt, like
Definitely.
how to write a check, how to make a signature, how to um, uh, how interest rates work for credit cards, how stocks work. Like those are the things that we were taught like passively in school, but we weren't taught how to manage what's it called, how to manage your I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. But basically, I think that the American public school system encourages young people to get into debt because it plays into the capitalist system that we live in. So anyone that's able to
Yeah.
make it out unscathed or with low amounts of debt are anomalies. Like either they had nice cushions in their families that were able to, protect them from the realities of debt, or they just weren't necessarily subject to being exposed to all the capitalist,
Hmm.
things
Hmm.
outside of like food and whatever. Some people are just not attracted to the newest iPhone. Some people aren't attracted to the newest car. Some people don't need that bag. Some people don't need to, just be vain. And like some people
Yeah.
don't care to have nice things. Some people, obsess over used. Like everybody's different. So anyway, Sha, I hope that the this whole pandemic thing gives the government an opportunity to revamp the public school system. I tweeted this the other day, it's like, will it actually happen? Probably not. But if there's no better time than now for the government to figure out how to reprioritize what's taught in the public school system. Like kids do need to know about economics before they graduate, at least high school. Because to go to college and be on a lot of these kids are on their own for the first time in their lives, and a lot of them are applying for credit cards at this time for the first time in their lives and having to deal with financial responsibilities on their own for the first time in their lives. It's either college or jail that a lot of these kids are learning how to, you know, money
Hmm.
on their books or credit cards. It's crazy.
Hmm. No, it's absolutely sad, and I feel like obviously the government knows all this. So
Of course.
whenever they give out a dollar, they know they're not giving you a dollar to for your like to further yourself. They know it's gonna come back in some way,
Yeah.
So I just hope.
Anybody that is misusing their stimulus check, or just be careful. You don't know how the spending of that bread is going to come back to haunt you. Just be responsible, Sha.
I'd be stunned. To be honest with you, I'd be stunned if reparations ever comes in. I think it should. I'd be stunned if it ever happens. I'm sure there's a candidate out there that's going to gather a lot of steam and run for office, run for governor, run for whatever, and promise these things. But I feel like once he gets there or she gets there, it's going to be something else.
How are people going to how are they going to base the qualifications for like how would they be able to say, okay, this person qualifies, this person doesn't qualify? Like how black would you have to
Yeah,
be?
yeah,
Like, or do you have to
yeah.
be fourth black, half black, and eighth black? Like,
It would be messy, and I think with every year that passes, it gets even messier, because then you get people saying, my family was affected more than their family was, or I've been disenfranchised more than they have. You
Yep.
know,
Like
um,
Would Rachel Dolezal qualify?
right?
Would John Mayer qualify? Would Bill Clinton
Do
qualify? You know, like these are
we
all
do we
questions.
do we go through people's tweets
Hmm.
that have been hating on themselves? You know, because some people are hating on themselves.
You know, would Justin Timberlake qualify? Would like these are all questions. Would Robin Thicke qualify?
Mm, mm. Bill
So
Clinton,
I'm just saying, some people have,
does Bill Clinton qualify to you?
whether we like it or not, there are some people in our country that believe that Bill Clinton was our first black president, even though I believe that Abraham Lincoln was our first black president
Scott Storch.
because of his actual genetics. Scott Storch, he's another one. He was in the roots, man. Like he's from Philly. Amber Rose. Like there's a lot of people that kind of have been able to dwell in certain chocolate spaces that would definitely have to be microscoped in such scenarios. Like, who are we to tell who qualifies for that? They would have to
I don't
develop
know.
some sort of
It would
system.
be, yeah. I hope it happens. To be honest with you, I don't even care if I get a penny. But I
Would
just,
Halsey qualify?
oh,
You see,
let's talk about it.
you see.
Um,
These are serious
there's a lot of
questions.
names. There's a lot of names.
Would Logic qualify?
How how much is Logic getting?
Yo.
Logic can't get the same amount
As who?
as Meek. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. You just can't. I can't think of a better name at that moment, but Logic can't get the same as Meek does. You know,
It's going to be
like
very interesting, man. There's a lot of I want yellow and cool. That
it would have been so much better if this was done so much earlier in time. You know,
a
where
lot of these Creole joints, a lot of these Southern joints are gonna have a really interesting time.
um,
Trying to prove
it'd be crazy because
their ancestry.
a lot of people might fly back in. The lot of people that has left this
Mm.
country. You know, a few people in Cuba, I'm sure they're gonna be back here.
I America, yes. I. What do you mean?
You know,
I America.
no,
I left when my parents told me to
we
leave.
gotta, and then you have Drake's son. His grandfather is
Ooh.
an American citizen.
Oh,
He got to
this
get
is
something.
true.
Drake himself got to get something.
Son is blonde hair, blue eyes, but he definitely,
You know
he
what I mean?
gets.
Whatever that math is, he got to get something.
You bring up a very solid point.
No, it's gonna get. I swear to you, from the bottom of my heart, I hope it happens. But how the dynamic of it all, the science of it all, like, bruh,
I
it's a lot.
I didn't even think about Drake's son. That was actually a great
Dr.
example.
Umar Johnson needs his donations.
Gifts, gifts,
You know what I mean? Like he's putting in work.
donations,
He's putting in work. You know what I mean?
donations.
Do we then say, based off your track record, you should get a little like it's messy.
Speaking of mess, did you catch the season 4
Nope.
premiere of the messiest show?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
My guilty
I like
pleasure.
I like peace, my brother.
It's same, which is why you're gonna love how the season 4 premiere went
Okay.
down. So you didn't watch Insecure's season 4 premiere?
Oh no, I did. I definitely did. I like peace, my brother. Is all I said. You know what I mean? Because
So that would make you a part
I
of. If
hope
you
we
like
speak
Peace,
on a specific part of the show.
got it. So if you're a
Because
fan of
we gotta
Peace,
cover the hive.
if you're a fan of Peace, who is the character you believe that you align the most with?
Wow.
Because all of them seem to have certain
Lawrence,
moments.
my brother.
You're Lawrence Hive. I mean, shouts to everybody that's Lawrence Hive.
Heavy. Yes. Round of applause for the hive.
Shouts to everyone that and so
That Best Buy shirt.
so Lawrence's story is interesting, right? Because I'm not sitting. Neither of us, BAWO and I, as retired miscreants, we are not in that life anymore. But for those of us that do understand that Lawrence definitely was an ain't shit individual
Right.
in the beginning of the series.
We've never gotten to enjoy the spoils that Lawrence has.
Correct. Lawrence definitely. Lawrence and Issa definitely were interesting an interesting pair when we first began the series a few years ago. I didn't see where the chemistry was. I think that the flame in the relationship had burnt out
A long
a
time.
long time ago, and yet I think Issa was just kind of complacent. She was just like, "Well, I guess this is just my life," and Lawrence wasn't doing enough to kind of show Issa that he even cared to be in a relationship anymore. Like, son forgot like so many things, forgot her birthday, like just forgot all these different things that as as
That
yeah, like
his landlord was doing.
unforgivable things, right?
His landlady. I am so
Yeah,
sorry.
don't forget your girl's birthday.
Simple things.
You know, uh what's called, people are unsending messages on Instagram. You know, when people unsend messages on Instagram,
Mm,
that shit is so dangerous, bro.
it's just never the same.
Why are you
Whatever new
unsending?
messages,
Who
it's
who
never the same.
whoever is unsending messages in my DMs right now, I hope that the god of Okonkwo will just punch you in your nose.
Wow.
That's what I hope, because
Get it off your chest,
it
bro.
doesn't make sense. Anyways, Lawrence High for sure. I don't think that they were supposed to be together the way that the series was trying to imply that they were going to stay together. That being said, when they did eventually split up, everybody was excited to see Lawrence with who was what was it? Was it what was
The bank
the
chick?
Banker Bay? Yes.
Ah,
You know, and she was interesting, but she was also quite mad. You know, she just resembled a an African babe, or a West Indian babe. But it's fine. It seemed like familiar energy for those of us that understood that scenario.
right.
And Esau also was, you know, dating and trying to find her footing, and they were trying to figure life out without each other, which was interesting. So here we are, fast forward to season 4, and we see that Lawrence has moved on. You know, he has found peace. He's now dating a new individual named Condola, who seems like a good match for him, given that we don't know too much yet about the relationship. But how did Lawrence meet Condola? Boom. They met at Issa's best friend's baby shower, Tiffany. Tiffany is also a clown, Amanda Seal's character. So I find the way that they were set up to be interesting as well. But I also think Lawrence should have kind of known, like, if you're meeting a joint at your ex's friend's baby shower, then there's quite a high chance that this new joint that you're interested in getting to know is connected to your ex, or could be connected to your ex in some way, shape, or form in the future. And that's kind of what happens, right? Like, Issa's mentor is the chick that ends up dating Lawrence, and Lawrence doesn't connect the dots until Tiffany tells. It's nuts, bro. It's just a mess. And now Lawrence is aware that his ex Issa works with his current situation, Condola, and that's going to cause some awkward tension moving forward in the season. So I'm interested to see what becomes of that. But also Molly, bro. Let's talk about Molly. What is your take on Molly? Exactly. That is actually a valid
Um,
take.
like, I'm very happy the character is being played by a Nigerian woman because I have a lot of love for Yvonne and everything Yvonne does.
Same.
But
Shout out to
Molly,
Yvonne Orgy.
yeah, Molly is very dry, babe.
She's one of the worst
Very,
characters.
she's very dry, babe. Like, I'm sorry, fams. I couldn't
If I'm
even
dating
see.
someone and she has a friend like Molly, it's going to cause
It's
problems.
it's not it's not going nowhere. Like, bruh, because once there's fights, and then I spoke to Molly too. Ah, you spoke to Molly.
Molly said you ain't shit, and I should have known
Hmm.
because she was right about the other
And
nigga.
Molly gonna be big bro in you. Hey, big bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
she sees you
bro.
in public like, oh yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know why your girl's
Like,
tripping like that. That's
I
between you and
mean,
her.
you know how she is. You know how she get, but she gonna call you tonight.
She, I'm gonna make sure
And
she
then
call you
Molly
tonight.
gonna ask you, you offsided? I need help paying my house. Molly is that babe. Very, very dry babe. Very, very dry
I don't
babe.
like her character. I don't like her.
I
It's
don't know her characteristics of her. Yeah, cool.
we know
Kobosi.
we know a few mollies anyway, but we're not going to go there. I
I
don't
don't
want
know
to
any.
go
So I don't.
there.
I don't know any. I'm sorry.
I don't
We
wanna
don't
go
claim.
there.
We don't claim anything like that in our circle.
Amen. So yeah, what do you think about Molly and Andrew's situation?
Bros is enjoy shopping life. It's not much. I mean, like it don't get no deeper than that. Molly obviously wants something, and sometimes you gotta work for whatever it is you want, and you gotta be clear in what it is you want. Like you're doing this, I'm not with that. If you're with this, then let's do it. If not, I respect your decision. And Molly's just not a clear person, and she just doesn't hold herself in the same light that she holds everybody else.
Correct.
So
I don't think they
Molly's a
communicate
dry
well.
babe. Issa obviously upsets with Lawrence Hive, so it's hard to. But there was a whole lot of male ass cheeks to start that episode. It didn't sit right with my spirit.
When she had the flash, when she had the
Fan, all up on man's craft, be
dog,
like,
and Condolo was wearing clothes the whole time. It was just Lawrence without clothes on. That shit was hilarious.
more male ass cheeks. Be like, I was like, what's going on here? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna call out Insecure for this. I don't know if it was the end of season two. I feel like it was the end of season two where they inferred that the pregnant lady's character, what's her name?
Tiffany, Amanda
Tiffany.
Seals, Amanda
Yeah,
Seals.
yeah. Amanda Seals, but Tiffany. I was trying to get the character's name because Amanda Seals' personality is a whole different thing.
Oh,
So I don't want
she's
to.
absolutely nuts.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, Tiffany's character in Insecure, like they were inferring like the husband was cheating on her.
Wait, they're referring that Tiffany's husband was cheating on her.
Yeah, like there was
Yes.
some. Yeah, that was season two, I think, not the end of season three.
But
And I
who
felt
were
like,
they implying that he was cheating on her with?
no, because there was something where she was saying he's supposed to be here watching the game. I think it was a boxing match or a game or something. Or he's home, but he was actually with the guys, and they were supposed to cover it up. It was. I have to rewatch season two's ending episode, but I just felt like they put that out there, and I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down season three,
It wasn't
and
addressed at all.
at all.
Well, that means it may be addressed in season 4. I agree with that. I think that um, there's a lot of unfinished business from
Yeah, yeah,
previous seasons that are definitely going to be addressed in
yeah.
this
It's
season.
such a great show, and it's like I think attention to detail should be played a little bit more, because it has that, it could, because it's that show you could watch in any. I feel like 10 years from now you can still watch it because it's a relationship thing. It's a girl trying to figure herself out, a guy himself, like, getting her off Issa cheating, and you see both sides. Like it was well written. Like you can fall for any character and like stand for their actions through that as the episodes develops.
I agree.
So I think
I think both of their relationship between Issa and Lawrence. I think their relationship ran its course, and when they separated, I think that they were both able to use the fuel from their breakup to lead them into the best versions of themselves, or at least better situations for themselves. Like
right,
Issa's clearly doing better for herself professionally. She's running her own, nonprofit situation. She's having a block party that's being sponsored by a lot of dope sponsors. Lawrence was able to figure out, life post Best Buy, and he tried his luck at a tech firm, didn't work out, and now he tried to launch his own app, didn't work out, and then he kind of settled for being at a tech firm to have some stability. I think that they're both learning
what if Issa is bad vibes?
what if they're both bad vibes for each other?
Yeah, it could be the case.
Because I think they both mean well. I just don't know if I think that the bond that they developed over 5 years was an unhealthy one. This is my personal, again. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a relationship expert. But I think that one can one can love someone and be in love with someone while still realizing that they're not a good fit for each other. And I think that's what we're witnessing between Issa and Lawrence. Like they clearly there's unresolved tension there. Whether they'll actually resolve it is left to be seen. But I don't think they're compatible with each other because they're not transparent with each other about their wants and needs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they know how to be transparent with each other about their wants and needs, because there's a lot of passive aggressive behavior that happens between the both of them. So I mean, we'll see, Sha. I think season 4 is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, I love the show, and I obviously can't wait
I'm
to
so
see how
interested
it
to see
develops.
how Molly and Issa fall out, because they alluded to that as well. There's a
Right,
fallout that's coming.
right. And I've
Um,
been watching Breaking Bad, so you know how they give you the gist of the episode in the beginning. So I was like, oh, look at that.
Let it play out. Hmm.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Boom. What do you also Dro? What do you think is going to happen with Dro? Do you think his wife knows about Molly?
Um,
Better
I
question. Do you think that he was in an open relationship? Remember, he said he was in an open marriage.
I think he I think he is in an open relationship. I think as a guy in an open relationship or in a relationship, he might not have been forthcoming
Mm,
on what exactly is going on. So,
mm.
uh, and sometimes people are in relationship with people who aren't in relationships, but I don't think that was the case. I think, well, I don't know if you're you. There's a reason you left at that with a little too much chest, my brother.
Yeah, I was just there. Small commentary. It's not the big deals.
Okay,
Not the big deals.
small deals, small deals.
Small deals.
Yeah.
What other
So
shows have you been watching?
No, I've been binging Breaking Bad. I'm supposed to catch up on Westworld. It was a show I fell in love with in the beginning, and I felt like it just like fell by the wayside a little bit. I don't know. I felt like the writers couldn't keep up with what they started.
This season of Westworld is absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
Um,
good way.
I it's okay. I think that the aesthetics, like the visuals, are immaculate. Like, this is the most beautiful season as far as like architecture and the world that they've
Oh,
built and
wow.
the technology
Oh
and
wow, you
just
about to shit on this shit. I
no,
hear
no.
it.
I
You're,
I
you're
I
setting it up well. Beautiful dresses, beautiful gowns.
for the storyline to be positioned in the future, I think that they've done a really good job matching the time period that they've placed the show in with the technology expected of that time period,
Mm.
right? With the architecture expected of that time period, with the mentality of people in that time period. So I think they've done a really good job at that. As far as like a science fiction, you know, aesthetic. My concern is that the storyline is written in a way that's not. It's a little disorganized, just a little, and that's something that has been shared with some friends I know that are also watching it. They just don't know exactly what's going to happen. Like, they can't
Mhm.
predict what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, I like that's what I think we all loved about it because
And
season one.
you haven't really watched too much, so I don't want to give
Oh
too much
no,
away.
if it's something I should jump back
You
into,
should
like
definitely jump back into it for
yeah,
sure,
okay, because
because there's a character that's important from the beginning of the series till up till right now that seems to be the inspiration of all the confusion.
mm, okay,
That's all I can say.
okay, so
So if,
I'll give it another shot.
yeah, Westworld is definitely one of the shows that I've been following up on. Another show that I've really started getting into is on Amazon Prime right now. It's called Tales from the Loop.
Mm,
It's another really dope science fiction series. It's based on I believe it's based on a few paintings from like some French painter, or some books by a French novelist. Anyway, Sha, very dope show. Really cool to kind of. It's like a Black Mirror, but less fucked up.
okay,
Hmm.
because Black Mirror is a hard show to compare to anything,
Hmm. Hmm.
so that's impressive.
It's really cool as far as like seeing like how technology and like supernatural or just like metaphysical technology can really push the limits of what our imaginations can think of. So that's why I love shit like that, where it's like, again, think of Black Mirror but just less gory, less like
Okay,
inappropriate, I should say. It's less cringy, but it's more like, oh shit, imagine if that technology
all
existed, that
right,
would be
I might
fire.
check it
That
out.
type of
There's so
stuff.
many people keep telling me to like dive into Amazon's Prime, and it's there's a list of shows and movies, so it's just so much. Oh
Absolutely.
yeah,
Also, if you
I'm
also
all
Curb is up
I'm
on
a big Curb fan. I've
Amazon
seen it
Prime.
all.
The
Um, Wrath of the Season, The Wire obviously is a classic,
boom,
and everyone.
The
I have
Wire,
not seen The Mentalist.
Mentalist, really good. I believe Aaron
Newsroom is
Sorkin
such a
directed it, who also directed like the
great show.
Newsroom and a few other dope shows. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love
Yeah.
Aaron Sorkin stuff. I
Okay.
think Aaron
I'm a
Sorkin
big
and
fan
Larry
of the
David
way
are probably my
Breaking
two
Bad has
favorite TV
been
directors.
so far. Yeah.
Um,
I've watched 2 seasons of it. It's
have you
so
watched
crazy. I
Better
saw
Call
Better Call
Saul?
Saul. Everyone was like, "Yeah, you should watch Breaking Bad first." So I stopped Better Call Saul and started Breaking Bad.
I liked
Got you.
Breaking Bad. I actually really, really liked Breaking Bad.
Go back.
Better Call Saul was a little slow for me, so
Got
I kind of I've dipped in and out of watching the show. I should probably spend a little more time with the current season, just because I don't really feel
you.
like I need to go all the way back to season one and see how he was living his life as
Yeah.
a
So.
fake lawyer, and then how he changes his name and all this other stuff. But
Hmm.
the current season we're in, he's finally changed his name to Saul Goodman, and he's like starting to,
Right.
get his
That's
feet wet in the
exactly.
world that eventually
And I
becomes the
know
Breaking
nothing
Bad
of the Breaking
universe.
Bad universe. So I'm just
Um,
watching a lawyer scrapping for.
so start the newest season, and I think that will I think
Yeah,
that you'll
because I'm in
be
season 2 of Breaking
good
Bad right now,
with
and
the
it's fun.
current season.
Yeah, it's fun. I think I'm about to wrap up season 2.
Okay. It's
Got
like
you.
trying to watch Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z at the same time. Because you're like, why is this little fucking character also named Goku, but he has a tail and a red shirt and he's 2 feet tall? Like, what's going on?
Um,
And then you watch it, you
yeah.
switch to Dragon Ball Z, and you
No,
got
no.
Kamehameha. You got
Yeah, so
pink demons
I'm
running
gonna
around named
finish
Majin
Breaking
Buu.
Bad.
You don't
Breaking
know what
Bad
the
doesn't
fuck's
keep my
going on.
attention anyway, so I'm like, might as well finish it.
Absolutely. What
Did you watch RZA and
else is
DJ
on the
Premier?
agenda?
DJ Premier Primo.
RZA and who? I did, and I also heard you know, everybody nicknames
Very, very
everybody
good,
nicknames
very good.
RZA Bobby Digital, but his digital skills was definitely left
Oh
to be
wow,
desired. I definitely called him Robert Analog
very.
in mono, just to be
It was
cheeky.
fun.
I thought the battle was
For
interesting.
me, I just Bobby Digital pulling up with no sleeves and a leather glove, which is I'm not sure if that was a Corona friendly move, because when you don't need
I'm just
sleeves, you
saying
shouldn't need gloves either. But then
he was
please
just
respect
dressed
my
like he
borough,
sells
please.
belts on Fordham Road,
No,
so I didn't know
don't just
exactly what
send
to
that spray
expect.
out like that and we
Um,
just continue our day. No, sir,
actually,
please respect my borough. Thank you.
uh,
Staten
and
Island.
I
Yeah,
also
he's from
found out that
Brooklyn.
night that
Spent
he's
some
actually
time in
from
Ohio,
Brownsville,
I
not
think.
from
Had
Staten.
a
So that's
murder charge,
yeah.
I think they said. So
What is it with all these like older artists claiming to be from certain boroughs and they're from like
Cali.
Wisconsin? I learned that Exhibit, everybody thinks Exhibit's from Cali, but he's from like Arizona or something like that. Like he's from like
I
he's from
think
New
it's like
Mexico, like
Kanye's
one of those
from
places where it's like,
Atlanta
huh?
originally, right?
You know?
Yeah, Kanye's from Atlanta originally, but they moved to Chicago. And
Ah,
even thought
okay.
the Bronx.
And the
I
clips are
think
from
Bow Wow himself is
New York,
from
the
one thing
Bronx.
and
Hmm.
rep something else as well. I think even was it Snoop or somebody else they said was born elsewhere. I don't know. Yeah, it's well, I think you rep wherever the culture, wherever you're inspired by the culture. It's like when ASAP came out, everybody was like, "Oh, he sounds like someone from Houston." But obviously, Mans is from Uptown, and then some people say Harlem, some people say the Bronx. So it's a whole thing with that. Yeah, it's just uptown. Like if you're from New York, it's uptown. You
It's
know what it
uptown
is.
anyway.
But
It's just uptown.
once you want to get technical with the way he dresses or how he raps, then you can start like pulling teeth. But I found out recently that he's not from SI because I was gonna make a few jokes about Staten Island, but Mance is from Brownsville. So we let that go. I thought RZA won.
This is
I
true.
thought
Who do you think? Who do you think won the battle?
Premier's resume is insane and basically unfair. But RZA was just like there's some people who just do better at battles. And RZA like came, man, put them gloves on and ripped the sleeves off
Correct.
for a reason. And he had Afro Samurai in the background. He knew what's up.
I agree. I
He
personally,
knew what's up.
I agree. I think that Premier is my personally. I think Premier has the better
Hmm.
records. He's my personally better producer. But
Yeah, man.
RZA just brought the right ammunition to the battle, and I think Premier was trying to catch up at some point and saved like
Hmm.
the records that would have helped him win certain rounds. I think that he
Yeah, like
saved
he
those
was
records for
trying to
the end
build.
when
Like
people already
he's a
were like,
producer,
"Nah,
so
let's
I think
got
he
it,"
was trying to produce the battle and start off a certain way and end up strong. And then RZA, who does scores for movies, was just had the scene in mind and just started straight like fight mode. And RZA watches a lot of
Mm,
kung fu, karate, anime, whatever it is. Like so, I think he just was from day one, like from song one, he was like, okay, these are my 20 best songs, and we just gonna line them up right. And then he even had some bonus tracks. But RZA was not playing with them. And
mm.
Premier obviously like when Premier dropped New York State of Mind or Nas is like or dropped the Biggie joint, but even RZA dropping his Biggie joint, so it was just like wow, wow. Yeah, so RZA won for me.
A big
I love the
wahoo,
battle,
in
because it's
fact.
just like two people that obviously care for each other and respect each other, and maybe they don't get to say it a lot to each other, so they got to show love to each other while playing. Because I'm sure you always have your competitors work in your head when you make yours. Making sure you do it as best or even better. So to just play this shit and be in each other's space and appreciate each other, I think that's great for hip hop. Because a lot of the people they played aren't even alive anymore. Guru,
Mm,
Big. I'm sure there's some more names I can't think of right now. But it's a lot of these people don't get to live out and get their roses at a later age and just step back and do other things outside of music because hip hop is most of their first loves. But you can see with Jay-Z, he gets to do management in sports. He gets to go into alcohol business. Same with Diddy. All these people get to do other things, and obviously RZA is living his dream. He's working with a lot of movie producers. He worked with Afro Samurai. He's done all the things he likes to do. Premiere himself, chilling, continuing in what he's interested in. So it's dope to see the OGs in hip hop have enough money to live their life and also invest in their interest. It's really dope. Same with basketball and sports as a whole. Like a lot of those people, once
absolutely.
they retire, they
And
get to do other things, and I think it's great to watch. Yeah, like it's been amazing.
true. And shout
I
outs to
was
Timberland and Swiss
so
for the
happy
Versus
they
platform.
figured it out with
They've really
Instagram
been
to not
killing it.
cut that
They've
off.
really been killing it.
Because of all battles, to not cut off after an hour,
Oh yeah,
those OGs would have been so lost.
yeah.
Yes,
Definitely
yes.
shout outs to Fadia too on the Instagram side for sorting all those issues out because there was definitely we needed an OG on the
Yeah,
tech
because
side that
no,
could
no,
bring those concerns
I
about
don't
like the
think that
time
battle would
limits
have
and
happened.
just like
Part two would not have
monetization.
happened
Like they rolled
because
out
RZA would have been
monetization
trying
for
to
those
connect
accounts too.
in some way. Premiere, like it's just thank you to
Hmm.
Instagram. Obviously, thank you to Swizz and Tim for what they did and what they're doing because I feel like it's not over yet. I know we still have that
Yeah,
big battle that everyone's still trying to figure out how that's
yeah.
going to happen, but kudos to them on everything that they've done. And obviously,
Yeah.
we're Nigerian, so we know of the Nigerian clashes that are happening, and I'm sure it's happening in other cultures as well that we're not involved in. So they've definitely sparked something. So big up to them both.
Mm, indeed. Yeah, and shout out to Instagram for allowing certain channels to be able to monetize themselves. It's going to be interesting to see them go kind of head to head with YouTube, because YouTube's been allowing people to monetize their streams and their live streams for a minute, and Twitch is doing the same thing. And there's a few other platforms that have been enabling creators to monetize their video streams. So shout out to Instagram for rolling that out to select partners. That's huge. Secondly, I do agree with you that there needs to be some rules with the future versus battles. Like, I think that
Yes.
RZA's sound quality could have been a lot better. That was probably the biggest complaint that I heard throughout the battle. I think that the rule should be: look,
Yeah,
if you're not technically inclined, you
I
should have
agree
a
with you.
millennial at least
I
like
agree
in the
with you,
room
but I
to
feel
help you
like
sort
this
the
whole
tech
social
shit out.
distancing thing makes things a little trickier. His kids there with him. But I feel like Riz is
Dog,
one of those
he
don't touch
had
my shit pops
what
now
his
because I don't know how his
like
kids couldn't have.
somebody
Well, it was a sound issue, right? So unless they're into engineering, then maybe they don't.
correct.
Parks was the one. Shout out to Parks.
I think Parks
I wanted to
Parks
watch
Parks
listen to
Parks.
next
Shout
Joe
outs to
Budden
Parks.
podcast if Joe Budden referenced
Parks is
that.
in the
But shout out
comments.
to Parks for letting Primo know what to tell RZA for his song.
Yeah, they dropped the episode. I believe yesterday they uploaded an episode that they recorded remotely because they're doing the socially distant thing. Um, they initially said they were going to take a break for a while so they can deal with some personal things on their side, but they were able to get an episode out yesterday. So shout out to them. Um, yeah, so that's versus. Let's take another break with our sponsors and come back and wrap up the show with the song of the
Ah.
week and fan mail.
Sendwave allows you to carry out convenient, instant, fee-free, and secure money transfers from the U.S. to Nigeria. We've partnered with them to bring our listeners the convenience of sending money to Nigeria from the comfort of your own home.
That's right. To take part, simply download the Sendwave app on iOS or Android, and then apply promo code Wahala. Again, that's promo code Wahala to get free money and access the exchange rates the No Wahala team has been enjoying for some time. Now back to the show. So,
No, I
yeah,
think
is there anything else
that was
we
it.
haven't
The
covered that you
listening
wanted
party, I don't
to?
know if you want to speak on that.
Oh yeah, so Division's listening party. I think that a lot of people are going to be very impressed with the content that comes out when Division's album drops. I'm trying to remember if I remember the name of the album. Muse in Her Feelings. A Muse in Her Feelings. Yeah. I mean, I personally enjoyed the content. I haven't spoken to anyone else that I know was involved with the listening party yet to kind of know what they thought about it. But yeah, it drops today. I mean, again, I'm speaking as if the episode is out, so it drops on Friday. But yeah, I think people are going to be really impressed with the content. I'm not sure what records are going to stick out the most or who's going to like what. I know there's a record with Future on there that people are going to like. I know there's a record with Buju Banton on there that people are going to like. There's a record on there with Popcorn that people are going to like. Snow Allegra made a record with them that I really enjoyed. Yeah, it's Courtside, Jesse Reyes. There's a record Party on it. It's gonna be fire. Anyways, everybody check it out. Muse and Her Feelings. By the time this drops, it'll be out everywhere. So
That's dope.
yeah, very
Absolutely
very dope
loving the
project from
vetted
Division.
people.
Shout outs to the both of
So I
them.
can't wait to hear how that comes out. Hmm.
You know,
Oh,
I want
happy
Toronto.
belated
I want
to my
Toronto's Kenny.
Delta sister, Miss Banks. Mhm. Bob, is it Bob
Oh,
Mommy?
Mrs. Bob
Bob
Daddy.
Mommy. Happy
Bob.
belated to my elder
Bob
sister.
Mommy.
You
Happy
know,
birthday to you. Happy birthday. You know,
Bob Marley.
just
Hey,
hanging out in the
Bob
UK
Marley.
stores and doing your things like that. Just staying
Please, you will
small,
boy, and
sassy
please,
like
please
that. Can I
respect
call her
yourself.
sassy?
Thank
No,
you.
she's our Shakiri sister.
Ah, ah, ah.
No,
Please,
I'm going to give her a
please, you like.
better cultural group.
Yes,
I'm just kidding. I don't want any
we
issues
don't want to give you something
with
to
our
worry
worry
about. You
peoples.
feel
Shout outs to Worry's finest.
me?
No, we don't. I reject the worriness. Oh yeah, I'm not going to bed with worry and anything like that. No, happy belated birthday to Miss Banks, wherever you are in the world, assuming you're in the UK. Shout outs to you, and I hope you have a
Quarantine.
great rest of your quarantine. And once this is all over, we can all celebrate. Quarantine. Once this is all over, we'll all celebrate at tape or whatever and have a good times.
If
Bet. Are
Bob
you
Mommy
pulling up
says I'll
to
show
the
up,
UK if she throws a
who am
party
I?
once it's all over?
Who am I to say no? The slip
Are
is
you
on the
allowed to come
table already.
outside? I mean,
Why
don't you have to
not?
get permission?
There's a few things before the slip, but I feel like I like my chances with the permission slip. Yeah, I've been getting straight A's. So when
That could be your
you
birthday
get straight
present.
A's, you like your chances for the trip. You just got to make sure your
That could be your
bed's
birthday gift.
made, and there's no dishes in the sink. That's where I stand right now.
It's funny when people date and they have like their get out of jail free cards or their what's called their arrangements with their partners where it's like, okay, well, my birthday I get to do this, I get to do that. I
It definitely
definitely know
wouldn't
what
be
you would use
that,
your
but I
birthday
feel
get out of jail free card on.
it'd be
So I
so much
respect it.
worse. So much worse. Anything? Oh, okay. Oh wow.
You are a dirty. You are a dirty. Anyways, shout outs to Miss Banks again. What else?
You want me to go first?
Week, yeah. What's your song of the week?
All right, so you go first, sir.
I mean, I can go first. I know what song that. Okay, so in the spirit of social distancing, I wanted to make sure that I pick a song that's applicable for the seasons. So I've decided to, go with my homegirl, our homegirl, a friend of the show, Tenny.
Tenny been doing her thing.
And her newest record,
everyone, we're still trying to figure out how we gonna stay home and be productive and be out there. Tenny's doing her thing.
Yeah, peep the record, and let's see how she feels. We should be, living life through this pandemic. She just wants us to isolate. So here's Tenny with her latest record, Isolate.
Nobody bad, nobody bad. Dr. Dollar Entertainment. Nobody bad, nobody bad, lock me down. I'ma take the keys. Let's isolate. Yeah, just you and me. Yeah, you're in charge, so I'ma take your time. Take it fast, you can't take it slow. 30 seconds on yo, Yara, yo,
So yeah, that was Tenny's new record, Isolate. Definitely follow her on the gram, Tenny the Entertainer.
Can I
Follow her on the
big shout
Twitters,
out to
same
Tenny? I
handle.
also want to shout out
Yeah, shout out to her.
Cardi. Cardi's been doing her thing. She's obviously been home like everybody else. She was in U.S. Census commercial. She had a live with Joe Biden. Not Joe Biden. I'm bugging with Sanders. Like, you know what?
You
Bugging.
are
I'm
wild
like,
bugging.
wait,
Bernie
stop bugging.
Sanders.
I'm
You see?
bugging. Joe Budden
So-
and Joe Biden will never not be funny to me.
You see? That's
Jesus.
what happens. You went
This is
outside
where you
and you're letting people
This is
breathe
where
on you,
you.
so you call
This is
people
where you are.
names. Yikes.
You know
Big
what?
yikes.
I was gonna. It's so sad.
My
The
friend,
per-
will you
the person-
pick
the
your
people I wanted to
son,
shout out? I
girls?
can't. No. Okay, so
No, shut them out.
no, I'm just gonna
Because you
move
fumbled it.
forward. I'm gonna shout out this man from East Africa. This is my current my song of the week. His name is Alikiba. I don't know if you know Alikiba.
Okay.
ALIKIBA.
Spell it.
Because I'm a man around town. So,
Mhm.
yeah, Alikiba.
I wanted
We're
people
gonna
to even
show
find
Alikiba
Ali
some
Kiba
love.
on the
This is our
socials too.
from
You
East
know, find them on the
Africa.
streaming platforms.
I was gonna pick the OG song, but I'm just gonna pick something different because of the lustiness in the air. Because people are home bored without their partners, or some are with their partners, and
Whoa.
whatever.
Why are you encouraging nastiness,
Yes,
guy?
they're
People are
suffering and
suffering
smiling,
in
so we
their
got to
abode by
throw some
themselves.
lusty in there. Well, the name of the song is called "Seduce Me." Alikiba. Nah, I'm
Wow.
out here trying to spread love around the
You're a
continent.
dirty person.
Love, LU,
Whoa. What are you trying to spread?
love.
That's what they're calling it now? Look,
Wow.
everybody's daughter
Wow.
that's listening. Just be careful.
So,
Now we're trying to
anywho,
spread love. Just be careful. Just be careful.
This is Alikiba, artist
Just practice
from
safe everything.
Tanzania.
Wear your mask. Oh.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I want
From the
Zanzibar.
Iringa region? I did my research. Talk about it. Like
Look at
his
you,
big song is
guy.
called Cinderella, so I think I was gonna
I'm
pick
proud
that up.
of you, guy.
Listen to Alikiba. The song is called "Seduce Me."
Do like that. I'm too smart, dada. You seduce me like what the hell? Hold up. What the hell? Don't do like that. I'm too smart, dada. You seduce me like what the hell? Hold up. What the hell? Nakono nakata. Be careful, sister. Nakamo nataka. They call me heartbreaker. Na majina mapya kila moja amenipa, wananitaki pusa, paswa kichwa. Mina majina mapya kila kona amenipa, wananitaki pusa, paswa kichwa. Don't do like that. I'm too smart, dada. You seduce me like what the hell? What the hell? Don't do like that. I'm too smart, dada. You seduce me like what the hell? What the hell? Najua kupenda, nagaa mavumba, na kama unataka, they call me Kiba Rockstar. Na malinga mapya kila moja nampa, wananita misifa, paswa kichwa. Nina mandinga mapya kila moja nampa, wananita misifa, paswa kichwa. Don't do like that. I'm too smart, dada. You seduce me like what the hell? What the hell? Don't do like that. I'm too smart, dada. You seduce me like what You know me, girl. I go by the name Alikiba. Unstoppable. Water. Bamba, laira, laira, bamba. Despacito. Despacito. Cheza kidogo. Zungusha kiuno chako. Onyeshe.
Okay, that was my guy Alikiba from Tanzania. You know, talk about from. I'm just out here.
That was a spicy record, Sha.
Whoa.
I
We
can't
can talk
rewind
about.
this episode
We can.
because it's going to pain me
I'll call
small.
somebody's daughter for you to speak to.
It's going to.
Mhm.
No, let's. No.
We
No.
we
Don't call
have
anybody's
to
daughter.
call.
That's calamity stuff. So let's not do that
It's
thing. Thanks.
okay to.
No, let's not do
No,
that.
yeah, but shout out to Alikiba. Shout out
Let's
to
move that past that one.
Thank you all for listening to episode 56. And we are gonna end.
You forgot the fun story.
Can I introduce
guy.
our new end? Whoa, that sounds wild.
Our new end.
Our new segment. You know, back-to-back episode, because this is something we've been trying to consistently do. So I'll let Tunde, the voice of reason and our great narrator, speak on our fan story.
Shout outs to everyone that sends us the wildest stories every week, and for us to like go through which ones we're going to read again, it's always hilarious. Anyway, so this story was sent to us. It was I'm trying to think of what to name this person.
We need a
Kasali.
You know what
So
we need?
Kasali,
We need a
this is
bag of
Kasali's
names,
story.
and then when the story starts, we shake the bag and pick a name. Because sooner or later, you're gonna fumble the bag.
Absolutely.
Amen.
We will not fumble the bag in Jesus' name. But so basically, Kasali is a man of God. A child of God, that was describing to us how he's been played once before in his life. And this is Kasali's story. So Kasali begins, I've been played once in my life. She was good, great even, a real professional. She covered all her tracks immaculately. She used my non-invasive personality against me. She won until she didn't. Here's the story. So the first week of talking, she invites me to her condo warming party. I pull up, and all her friends are there, girls and guys. Mind you, I barely know her at this point, so I don't know anyone there. But I'm social, so we get to playing some drinking games. I don't know who made this game up, but we all agree to put a bunch of questions into a bowl, and everyone has to answer whatever question anyone pulls out. The bowl comes to me, and the question is, when was the last time you had sex? I'm thinking, who set me up? Anyways, I answer. Remember, we had only been talking for a week. We hadn't slept together yet, so my answer was about to shake the room. I tell the truth, and I say, 3 days ago, as I avoid all contact with her. I may have just shot myself. That's what I thought. He continues, now, there's a Spanish youth sitting directly across from me and beside her. It's his turn to answer the same question, but I wasn't entirely certain at the time, but I'm pretty sure he whispered to the girl that I was seeing, wow, when was the last time again? When was the last time again? And he says, then he looks at the group and says, last week. He goes, ... Pardon? Nah, it's got to be the liquor. I'm tripping. She doesn't have a man. She's currently smashing in the room right now. Nope. I convinced myself that I must have misheard what he said, and the game continues. It's her turn to answer. She gets up and, quote, gets everyone drinks, quote. So I'm like, it's your turn. So she turns to me and goes, you guys can keep playing. I'm just going to get more liquor for everyone. So I give her the shifty eyes, but I didn't want to make it an issue, especially since nobody in the room even knew me. But I'm tripping inside. I would be tight if I was in this dude's shoes. Anyways, he continues. I can't stop thinking about Spanish dude potentially whispering what I thought he whispered to her. So much so that I can't even focus on the game anymore. And I proceed to leave the party around 2 a.m. It's late anyway, so I make that my excuse for the abrupt decision to stop playing. She notices my energy is off, meets me at the door, and is like, is everything okay? Of course I lie and I hit her with the, nah, I'm good. I'm just a bit tired. I can tell she doesn't buy it, and I can see she's trying to replay the night and locate the moment she slipped up. But we both hold our composure, and I leave. I sat in my car for 20 minutes that night. Then I texted her, listen, I know we're not together. I know we're not even together, and we just started talking, but don't invite me to a party with a man you're fucking. I couldn't keep it in any longer, but she was ready for what I had to say. So she responded immediately with the vintage, what the hell are you talking about line. So I continued to tell her about what I believed I heard. He said, Spanish dude turned to you and asked you when was the last time. This is where she gets into her bag. First of all, me and Spanish dude are only friends. He didn't ask me when the last time him and I had sex. He asked when was the last time he told me he had sex, because he's always telling me about chicks he's fucking. Bruh, at the time, I felt like a complete idiot. And because I barely knew her, now I look crazy. And because I now felt like a damn psychopath, I apologize. He repeats, I apologize, in all caps, and tell her to come outside so I can tell her in person that I'm sorry. She comes outside and she milks me for all I got. I can't believe you would think that I would do that. Wow.
No, you don't.
Wow.
You don't. Good.
You just have to give small Thank you. He continues, I apologize again, all caps. She then leaves and drives home. Fast forward, we get past that mishap and we continue to talk. This is the important part.
Talking stage.
We continue to talk. Remember, they're talking. We continue to talk for the next 7 months. That's a long time to be talking to anybody. Truthfully, without any issue. No fights. Met her family. She met my family. But at that point, I still hadn't made her my girlfriend yet, because that night in week 1 with the Spanish dude still hadn't left my mind. Now, at this time, my dad is getting married, and he asks if I want to invite this girl as my guest. Now, my dad's wedding is no small thing, so I had to really think hard if I would bring her to that. And after some thought, I decided that she's been amazing for 7 months. Why not? Right? Well, for the entire time that we'd been talking, I hadn't posted a single photo of her. I kept it on the low because I still had my concerns from week 1. But if she's coming to my dad's wedding, I figured, this might be the day I make her my girl, and release that photo publicly as the first post of us. It's reception time after the wedding, and the DJ is playing some tracks. I asked my dad's friend to record us dancing to the cha-cha slide because we were hitting it nasty. It's time. I posted on the gram and continue to dance with my girl. I post the picture. I post the video. It's blowing up. Hundreds of comments, thousands of views, and a special DM request.
The man that doesn't know the last time he had sex with her? We need names, man. I'm telling you, we don't have had a name.
Spanish dude. It's Spanish dude now. With one question, and one question alone. Why are you posting my girl? ... When I read that, I deleted the video off my page immediately. Didn't even think twice. At this point, we had left reception, and I was shooting at an event, and I told her to meet me there. She arrived, where I told her to meet me with a text. I'm here, babe. I reply, excellent. I met her outside and told her, let's go for a walk. So she goes, what's going on? She could tell something was off. I repeat, a walk. Straight to business. I have so much energy right now. Why is Spanish dude in my DMs? Again, she's prepared like a Navy SEAL. Wow.
He's funny. This guy has been jealous for years. Why is he doing this shit? Oh my God.
I stare at her. She lies so comfortably. This is nuts. I also have to get back inside to finish shooting, so I park the conversation, but my mind is racing. The event ends and we head back to her place. Then I tell her we'll talk in the morning and I'll go to sleep. First thing in the morning, I wake up with, okay, so talk. She then tells me how there's nothing between them and that she'll handle it. But don't message him. My brain and my emotions are all over the place at this point. I agree to her terms and head home, but I'm tripping. The next morning, I'm at work and I can't even focus on my desk. I know she said don't message him, but I need answers. So I message him, fuck it. I send him a DM with my phone number and the words, call me. He called me in 0.2 seconds. I got right into it. So Spanish dude, let's cut to the chase. Have you had sex with her? Spanish dude laughs and responds with, she didn't tell you? I'm like, tell me what? Just answer the damn question, Spanish dude. And he's like, bro, we dated for 4 years and lived together. What do you think? I then pause. I compose myself and ask again with whatever hope I had left. Yo, Spanish dude, did you have sex with her? He goes, of course, man. Have you? So then I tell him, we've been talking for 7 months, so definitely. And then I ask, when was the last time y'all had sex? He goes, like 3 days ago, I think. Mind you, my dad's wedding was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. All right? Remain composed. You're at work. Just be calm. I'm like, all right. Spanish dude, did y'all at least use a condom? He goes, we've never used a condom. I almost threw up on my desk. So Spanish dude then goes, all right, I have a question for you. At this point, I'm so weak, I reluctantly respond, sure. He goes, there was this one night around 3 a.m. where you were knocking on her door. What was that about? I take a second, and I'm trying to recall what it could be talking about. And then I ask, how do you know that? He responds, well, my dog was barking like crazy, and I was inside. She told me not to open it. Was that you? I blank stare at my computer. Spanish dude, that was your dog? He goes, yeah, bro. So at this point, I'm dizzy because she told me that she was dog watching for her girl that night and wasn't even home. Yeah, it's wild. Before deciding to respond back to Spanish dude, I had no idea what to expect from this conversation. So my spidey sense told me to record the entire call. But at that point, I hung up and just sent her the recording. She had the nerve to reply with, so you messaged him anyway? So I'm like, nah. You don't get to do that after all this. You don't get to come back and respond that way. So I proceed to add them both to a group on WhatsApp because I'm done with the games. This ends now. She comments in the group, this is immature. Laugh my ass off. Anyways, I continue. Spanish dude, have you and her been together and had sex? Yes or no? Now, Spanish dude comments, bro, prove you did. And I'm like, huh? What? What is happening? We just had a call, and now you're questioning me? I'm genuinely confused. She leaves the group chat, and so does he. So I'm sitting at my desk in amazement. What the hell just happened? Laugh my fucking ass off. What? And he writes a bunch of scribbly letters. Anyway, they can have each other. He continues. He goes, oh, P.S. A friend just messaged me about the girl that I just wrote about. She's like, you won't believe who she's dating now. Mind you, I haven't seen or spoken to Spanish girl or Spanish dude since 2017. Turns out I know the man she's now with. Another dude that ain't Spanish dude. I'm staying out of this.
Can't hate the player, dude. He's got to learn the game. I'm not even stunned something like that
Super
happens.
wild, man.
I'm sure she has Spanish dude as, just a backup plan. Yeah, and I guess homie, 7 months.
He's definitely the fallback dude.
Didn't make her feel secure enough. I don't know what to tell him. It sucks.
I mean,
Kasali
here
has,
I feel for Kasali.
it, I get it. I get it. The pop's wedding sucks because you got
This is
to look
unfortunately
back at
not
those
this is not an
pictures,
uncommon story.
randomly. You're right, and now
Yeah,
you got to
and you
answer that.
introduced a complete
And then the
new
next
girl
one
to
that
your whole
comes,
family, and
are
now
you
your family's
sure?
gonna be
You know what
asking,
I mean?
"Where's this
Like,
girl at?" Boom, boom, boom. You know, a lot of these girls be wilding, man. They be introducing new dudes to the family because they don't care. Because remember, he said he met her family as well. So I can
no,
only imagine, like, maybe
I
this
have a
girl
story close
has
to that, but not
run this game for
I'm
years.
nothing.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I
Mine
feel a
was
few of us have
it was me and my
stories
homeboy
like that.
she
Yeah.
was dealing
You
with.
know what I'm saying? You,
Yeah, and I was like, I was talking to Mom Dukes and the
wow.
sister and all that. She was a wild thing. Shout out to her though. Yeah, to both
Mm-hmm.
of us. Because
And
when I
I'm sure
linked
her
up
family
with
were like,
homeboy, like,
they're
yo,
treating you like
are
nothing was
you?
wrong.
Did you talk to the sister, Mom? He goes, yeah, they man, cool. Felt like it was like Usher, and the name we won't say strong.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm not mad at.
We've
Listen,
all
I
been
am
through
never mad at the
certain
player. I should
scenarios
have
like
picked
that,
up
man.
on signs I didn't pick up on, but I'm not mad at the player.
Exactly. Sometimes when you're interested in people, you kind of lose
Nigerians,
your blinders. You don't put your
Nigerians call it
blinders
the
on. You know
mumu
what I'm saying?
button.
And you end up falling for the traps.
Exactly. But
Once
nah,
she
but
pushes
yeah,
your
you
mumu
just got to
body,
move on, move away from that.
gotta be
Be
careful. But
happy
yeah,
he's not in. It's not any deeper than it is. You know.
bruh, he saved himself from a deep shit. The fact that he was talking to the girl as long as he did and he didn't commit
Right. Right.
is probably a result of his intuition kicking in. Like he probably wanted to make that move because of she was probably super tough. She probably looked great. She probably had a great personality. But he like that first week he was like, nah, this is a red flag. And no matter what he did to try to get out of that mindset, that red flag was still there. And that unfortunately that's like the killer of most relationships. Like we'll see a red flag and ignore it, and then the shit just becomes
No,
a calamity. So
he has
everybody
learned
will
the
be okay,
lesson.
Sha.
You know what I mean? And hopefully, if he don't get no STDs or anything like that, he bounces back and moves forward.
That's the
It's a
nastiest
cool
shit I ever
world.
heard,
It's an
dog. Can you
absolute cool
imagine?
world. So hopefully he's not left with any parting gifts and he can move on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, at least he can get her
it could be
pregnant or nothing.
worse. Yes, Kasali,
Boom. Well, yeah.
big up
Thanks
yourself.
for sending that to us, person person who sent that to us, Kasali. Good, good looks. Yeah. Continue to send us stories, man. We love reading your tales, man, on the show. And thanks for listening. Thanks for everyone who's been sending us messages on the social media or email or whatever, just like supporting. And episode 56 was fun. I hope to bring you episode 57 before too late.
No,
Is
just
there anything
continue
else you want
social
to leave
distancing,
our
washing your
guests with?
hands, staying safe, making sure you're being responsible for the people in which you're sharing a space with. You know, that's that's about it. Stay safe, people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and also, there's a lot of people that are dating or getting to know people, or were getting to know people before all this social distancing stuff kicked off, that are finding it tough to like pursue the person they were dating, or communicate with the person that they are dating. I know a lot of people are going through it right now. I would highly advise that people learn the love languages of their partner so they don't drive wedges between their situations, and also so they don't force things that aren't there. Like a lot of people are learning a lot about themselves and about their partners through this experience. So it's going to be really interesting to see where things kind of fall when this is all over. But I would say for everybody to hang in there, man. Like don't let this pandemic like fuck up good things if they are good things. But if you know that it's not, if y'all are not seeing eye to eye, and if you can't communicate, hey, like I need space, or hey, I need a little bit more attention from you at this time. Like a lot of people are under a lot of fucking pressure right now. So I just think that everybody needs to kind of relax and breathe and take things,
No, you're 100%
cool
right.
their
I've
temper,
spoken
as
to
they
a
would
few
say.
people, people
Yeah,
in
everybody
the same
cool.
space as their partners, recently married people. It's not easy, and you got to fight for certain things, and obviously be understanding of those for those you care about. So you definitely spoke on it, and I'm just in agreement. I've spoken to a lot of married couples. It's not easy. A lot of people are going through things, learning a lot about themselves and their partners, and in such trying times. So it's like decisions have to be made so quick now because you're in this space with this person. You thought you knew the person, and obviously just being in their space a lot longer than you thought you would be is like showing you certain lights that you didn't see coming. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah, like I like my personal space, and so this is that aspect for me is a little less. I mean, I guess it depends. Like if anyway, Shad, that's not even important at the moment. But I will say that everybody's dealing with this shit differently. Some people need a hug and aren't getting it, and it's affecting them. Some people need a lot more than a hug and aren't getting that, and it's affecting them. Some people are really okay with being isolated, and their partner may not feel the same way they feel because they need that
Their love language is different.
physical, aspect that they're not getting. So everybody just needs to be respectful of everyone's wants and needs, and hope that we
That's
all
it.
make it on the other side unscathed. That's all. All right, yo. See you in episode 57, yo.
Peace.
This has been No Wahala, the podcast.
Take 'em slowly, baby. You know I go give you no wahala.